What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the All Stop Podcast, a podcast brought to you by Stupid Smart Studios.
Sounds so good.
Right? I'm Stacy.
Yeah, this is Cody.
In case you forgot who we were, we've been yeah.
Before we got lost.
We got lost in the weeds a little bit, but we back and better than ever. I'm, for one, excited to be back, Cody.
Yes, this was like getting everything set up. It was just like a rush of like, I don't know. It's like exciting. It's been a little while. I don't want to be repetitive about it, but it's nice to do this again.
I had a epiphany dream, if you will, and I called Cody and was like, "Listen, we got to get back into it." And I think since then we did 2 or 3 within the past week, 2 or 3 calls that were like 2 hours long.
Yeah,
just throwing idea after idea out.
yes. So we got plans, people.
We do. I am pretty excited for this episode. We're going to kind of just go through and talk about what we've been up to since, when was our last episode, Cody?
I don't want to bring that up, but the last episode was the last episode.
I honestly don't remember. You can go back and look if you would like, but a lot has happened.
Just because I looked it up, and it was longer ago than I thought it was. But
yeah, we won't talk about it, but a lot has happened. A lot has happened since then, so we'll kind of just go through that, and that's what this episode is going to be about. We got a lot of exciting things coming up in future episodes, so. But for this one, I'm excited, Cody. Are you excited?
I'm as excited as a dog for this episode.
Excited as a dog.
Just...
Is your name Finnegan? Flynn, Finnegan, Finster, my dog.
Finnegan or Ollie, but any little thing. It's just pure excitement.
Yeah, that's Finnegan right there.
Yeah. As soon as you come home, if you're in another room and just anything.
So I know, a big reason that we gotten thrown off track from recording was both of us had trips at that time.
Mm-hmm.
They happened to be both cruises, not on the same cruise as much as I had asked you to go on our cruise.
Just hop on over.
I would have picked you up on the way down.
Yeah.
But we both had cruises, and although in the Coast Guard we were on ships, I'll be honest, I had no desire to go on a cruise.
What?
None whatsoever. For one, I don't like the ocean. Was that your first cruise? That was my first cruise.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, not knowing anything about it and only knowing what I know about ships when we were in the Coast Guard. Well, you're still active, so. But when I was in, I had no desire to be on a ship. I thought it was going to be very boring and that there was going to be nothing to do.
Wow.
Those my 2 main concerns. I guess that's kind of one concern.
Well, after doing one, how do you feel about them now?
I've been wanting to do another one ever since. I'm going to be honest with you, man.
It's it's a party. I can see it not being for everybody, but I don't know. There's something exciting about it. I'm not the type of person. I can't do it probably every year. I want to break in between, but I don't know. It's something exciting. It's always something going on the boat.
I could probably do one once or twice a year.
Oh, really?
Wow. I'll be honest with you, man. It was fun.
Okay.
So I'm not going to name the cruise line that we're on or anything like that, but ours was 5 days, and we started down in Jacksonville. I'm back.
Hey, what's up?
Are we good?
You good now?
I was talking and it was just quiet.
Yeah, it just you froze. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I like kicked me out. I have 1 gig internet. Like, there's no reason it should have been doing that. So
What are
hopefully
you trying to do to us, Riverside?
hopefully it didn't restart the. I'm gonna clip it.
Most of the time, it saves it up as a different
Okay.
like
So you
video.
got to kind of like sync those two. Is that what you're gonna have to do?
It's still what's nice about Riverside, it still keeps it all in order. Like it's still all synced up. So
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. What was the
and I
last
did
thing
mark
you
it
heard?
too. The last thing I heard was you left out of Jacksonville. It was a
All
5-day
right.
cruise.
And action. All right, so yeah, we 5-day cruise. We left out of Jacksonville. We had a sea day and then went to the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahama. I'm gonna be honest, didn't like Nassau.
Man,
It was exciting to to see it because we watch what's that show now? Outer Banks.
they go
And
down to
they
Nassau.
they're in, spoiler alert, they're in Nassau a lot.
Wow.
Yep. So if you haven't seen it, yeah, they go down. They go down to Nassau and they're there quite a few times actually. So it was cool. But dude, you get off the ship, and I think when we had talked about this before, your experience was a little bit different than ours. But I went with the 5 of us, and then we had another family of 5, and another family 5,
Yeah, you had a.
and then a
group.
family of 3. There was a lot. So a lot of little kids. The adults were definitely outnumbered. But
Watch your back.
we get off the ship, and we are walking down like the main road, and like every 5 feet, you got someone like trying to sell you something, and it's like, I get it. You're trying to make a living, but
Yeah.
let's calm down. Like, easy. So it was walking down. They were trying to sell us rides in their van, and it's like, listen, 5 feet ago you heard me say no to someone else. Why are you going to ask me? You think I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, I need a van now? Like,
Yeah, that's their living.
no.
Man. They're the most persistent. And some of them are definitely more persistent than others. But
And then we go through some shops and stuff. We decided just to go to the beach. We didn't do an excursion or anything like that. Went to the beach, so we walked down to Margaritaville, the hotel that's right there, and we stepped foot on the sand and get bombarded by like 2 groups of like 4 or 5 people. So we're like surrounded. These people are trying to pull us this way. These people are trying to pull us this way, saying, hey, pay us this amount of money. We'll get you these chairs on the beach.
yeah.
They're free chairs on the beach. Like,
Yeah.
and dude, it was probably one of the most stressful moments in my life right there. So finally they pull us over to like this little bar that is on the beach right there, and they're like, take a minute, and then we're going to head over there, let us know what you want to do, blah blah blah. And then they're just going, and then those 2 groups start fighting. They start fighting, and it makes it even 10 times worse. Finally the owner of this little bar like comes out and is like, you need to leave these people alone, get out of here, like I've already told you. Like, so yeah, I was like thankful for that guy. Like, we ended up just going to Margaritaville and kind of using their chairs, and the beach was right there anyways. I went back, I tipped the owner of that bar. Like, I was like, thank you.
You saved us.
Appreciate it. So that was my experience in Nassau. I'm not a big beach person. I don't know if you know this.
You've mentioned it a couple times.
I think I've think I might have mentioned it maybe once or twice, but I'm not a beach person. I don't like the sun. Um, yeah,
You
the
sound
sun
like the
doesn't
perfect
like
person for a tropical cruise.
the sun does not like me.
But
Uh, but like, hey, being on the cruise ship itself, you're indoors most of the time. It's air conditioned. It's all you can eat. Like
yeah. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people, especially if it's a place they've already been to, I mean, they just stay on the boat and like,
we've talked about that because a lot of we were looking into other cruises, and a lot of the cruises go to Nassau
yeah,
or any of the Bahama Islands. And
yeah.
Holly and I have talked about it. Would rather just stay on the ship.
Now,
Really,
what was that the only stop, or did you stop somewhere else?
we did go to another small island that's owned by the cruise line,
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
and it's just a beach. That's all it is.
Oh,
The
really?
buffet that they did was not all that good. So if I would have just stayed on the ship, it would have been different food, like better food that I could have eaten.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really hot. And we had the baby.
Yeah.
Shiloh was 6 months at the time,
Yeah.
and so yeah, it was wasn't ideal for me. I mean, the kids loved it. Everyone else liked it. They liked the beach. I'm just not a beach person. Um, but yeah, would have rather just stayed on the ship.
You're the beach Scrooge. But I hear you. I don't blame you. Like, when all the different just vendors and people trying to sell you their chairs, like, come sit in our chairs. And then you got the taxi people. Yeah. It's like, it makes it too stressful at times. And I wish I could say it's better other places, but like all the port calls that I call them port calls, but
They're
all
portals.
the all the stops that we've done, like I mean, it's everywhere. There's always taxi people. There's always vendors trying to get you stuff. Like tourism's their business, so like it doesn't really lighten up too much. But that's what's cool about having a ship with plenty of stuff to do on it. So like you don't have to get off if you don't want to.
Yeah, and to address my earlier concern about there being nothing to do, buddy boy, was I wrong. There's so much to do. There's water slides, and we were on the smallest ship that is in that fleet, and there was still a lot to do. There's different shows. There's stores on the ship. There's the pools and stuff. I mean, we did the drink package, so we could just. I'm not a big drinker, but
Yeah.
a kiss on the lips, or a pina colada. Drink those all day, buddy boy.
There you go,
Best believe it.
man.
The buffet, like, it was really good food. I was really surprised on how
Yeah.
good the food was.
Yeah, I haven't had a bad experience with. I mean, I guess I've been on 3 cruises at this point, and yeah, I haven't had a bad experience so far. There's, obviously days that some stuff's better than others, but in general, like it's some pretty good food.
Yeah, it was. And one thing I wasn't expecting is every night you can go to. I think you could do it for lunch too. Like you could either go to the buffet or you could go to like the sit down restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. I know
And
some things are like extra, but
yeah, like if you do a big steak or something like that. But if you go to the sit down restaurant, so first off, the wait staff, top tier. Like really, really good. And if you can get them back to back to back nights, like they know you by name already and
yeah,
they're just really awesome.
makes it personal for you.
Yep.
A lot
And
of
then
times we
you
go with
can
kids.
order as much as you want off that menu. It's still all you could eat.
Yeah,
And it was it
I think
speechless, man.
that's one thing we didn't realize. So I went on like a cruise. My first cruise was right after high school. We did just the 3-night, and I think it was like the last. So I guess the second night we were there, we realized that it's all you can eat still. Like just you don't have to pick just one thing on the menu. You can pick, a couple things. So the next cruise we went on, we took advantage of that.
Yeah, as for you saying, oh yeah, I could do one maybe like once every other year. You've been on 2 cruises this year, so, or I guess last year.
Yeah, that's why I'm probably cruised out for a year or so, but yeah.
I won't get into that subject, but I was looking at another cruise that's a big name. They also have a couple theme parks. Um,
Okay.
you know who I'm talking? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. They got a theme park in a southern state, and then
duh,
they got a
yeah.
theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I looked into those cruises.
Oh yeah.
It would have been the same amount. I think it was a 3-day. I think it was a 3-day cruise. Would have been the same amount I spent for the 4 of us to go to the theme park for 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I think it's just because the cruise ship, you're more immersed in it. So I think
but you also don't get the rides, and you don't get all that
Yeah.
other stuff. So
It's a
that's
different-
what we're really going for.
kind of experience because we're considering. I don't see why we can't say the name of it, but it's
You can say I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
care.
I mean, we just don't speak for the brand or the company.
Cease and assist.
Yeah.
Take down the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Whatever you gotta say. Like we do not work for these companies. We just sharing our experiences.
Speaking of them, around the time that we got back from the cruise, they released their own trading card game.
We're just gonna segue.
We're just going to segue right into there. Hey, we're going with the flow, my man.
Hey, I respect it. I mean, might as well.
We'll go back to what your cruise was like, but yeah, they released a trading card game, and I didn't know anything about it. Holly just mentioned to me one day, like, "Hey, Disney has a new trading card game. I want to go grab some stuff." And I was like, okay, whatever. Do that, and I'll grab some Magic the Gathering cards or something. And we went. We bought all their starter decks. We bought a lot of product that day, a lot more than what we anticipated.
Little did you know you're gonna get hooked.
Oh, buddy boy. So, yeah, it's fair to say I was like, well, we just spent all this money. I guess we're going to get into it now. And
that's when you decide you're going to get into it after you buy all the stuff.
I didn't open those Magic the Gathering cards for like 2 months because I was consumed by Lorcana.
Took a hold of you.
It did.
I didn't hear from you for a whole. I'm just kidding. I heard from you because you got us into it.
I did. And you know what? I don't regret it. Okay? Maybe some future Lorcana matches on the podcast at some time. Yeah. But
some little extra stuff. I'm just not as social as you are. So I haven't had any like tournament experience. Like I haven't, gone out and played the game with other people. The only people I played it with is you, your brother, and Tiffany. So like, but you can go into your experience with, as much as you want to.
It was stressful. I'll be honest with you. We did get the little amount of product that we did get for Chapter 1, and couldn't find anything after that. Yeah. It was a new trading card game by Disney, and everyone knew. Everyone had the same idea. For one, Ravensburger did not expect it to kick off how it did. And so there wasn't a lot of product out. And it was really, really, really tough to get your hands on anything. And scalpers would just buy it and sell it for triple the price. Mm-hmm. And I was making Target and Walmart trade. We got 2 Targets and 2 Walmarts nearby. And I was going to every single one of those stores almost every single day to find stuff. And you could not find anything. So it was tough, but I mean, we were able to get the starter decks, and I was doing tournaments and leagues and stuff like that just because when you sign up to do one, you get a booster pack of 12 cards. That's what was keeping me afloat.
Get that adrenaline rush or whatever, that dopamine hit. Whoa, you're gone again. I'm marking it, so I know ahead of time. You're back. Yeah, dude, you went quick.
I don't know what.
Last
I don't
time you
know
at least
what it-
froze and I could prepare myself, but this time it just wiped you out.
I don't know what is happening. It just
I'm
closes
marking
out
it.
my browser. Yeah, it just closes out my browser. But any Hoosers, yeah, it was tough, and now here we are. As soon as we're recording this on a Thursday, in about an hour and a half.
22nd.
An hour and a half, I have to. As soon as we're done recording this, pretty much, I got to take off and go down the road and go to the midnight release of Chapter 3.
It's kind of great.
Grab.
They've been banging them out.
It's like every 3 or 4 months they just, hey, here you go, here's another chapter. So yeah, we're back in Chapter 3. I'm able to have product now. I did get Cody into it, and they're loving
I remember
it, man.
this was I think shortly after Chapter 2. I think Chapter 2 had just released, and me and Tiffany are at Target, and I kind of go down the card aisle. I have a Pokemon card, not addiction anymore, but I like to check them out. But I notice, oh, look at this, Lorcana starter decks are here. So I FaceTime Stacy up. I'm like, all right.
How often did you hear from me that I was going to the store to try to find stuff? It was a lot.
It was a lot.
All the time. So.
Yeah. So I knew this stuff was rare. And so Chapter 2, they only have 2 different starter decks, and they happen to have both of them there. So it's well, since it's hard to find, I know I can get it now. So yeah, we got the 2 starter decks, and that was the only stuff we had for a month, I think, before we were able to find booster packs here and there, different stores, and so we made it work. It's not like we go to these tournaments, so it was perfect for me and Tiffany to play against each other. But now we have a lot more cards than that. So
yeah, a little bit.
yeah, we're good now, but it's not done. But we're good.
Chapter 3 is right around the corner, my dude. Literally
Yes.
hours away. So
Get your hands on it.
Um,
By the time this episode publishes, you'll be going through it.
I would have already opened all my stuff. I will be opening it right after midnight tonight. But yeah, around the same time that was happening, we Holly and I started and opened up a nonprofit. And yeah, so if you like cats, it's called Tobean Time. Oh my goodness, look at it.
So if you like cats, look at that represent.
Stray cat rescue. I was going to wear the hat, but I can't with these headphones on.
You started it. Y'all started it. Was it after
September
the West
1st,
Virginia trip?
I believe it was. It was before.
It was before.
Yeah.
Okay.
The West Virginia trip, which we'll get to, was in November.
Gotcha.
Correct? Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was for.
It was in November.
Yep.
It was the beginning
yeah,
of November.
I remember having to try to find, or Holly was trying to find people to watch over the rescue.
Okay.
But we are a 501c, fully nonprofit cat
Got
rescue.
the documents to prove it.
We paid the monies. We got the documents. We legit, BB. You can find us on
Full-fledged.
Facebook. If you do the little birthday fundraiser, we're on there.
That's how you know you made it.
on Facebook. That was such a process that Holly was trying to get that on there.
That's awesome.
Uh,
That's official. Like that's cool.
we there. At one point in time, we had 36 cats in our basement. So it's not just them
Imagine.
roaming around. Yeah, it's not just them roaming around the basement. We built out one side of our basement. We were able to put cages and stuff there. There's a playroom. We'd let them out one litter at a time.
If you follow the Toby Time page, you can see their combinations.
Yes, follow them on Facebook, TikTok. I believe there's an Instagram. It's all Tobin Time. If you would like to donate, you can send some stuff. There's a wish list, Amazon wish list. I think linked to all of those, and our Venmo is Tobin Time. So yeah,
People, check it out.
check it out. Check it out. If you need a cat,
The cats.
or if you know someone that needs a cat, let us know. Currently, we have 2 in the.
What are you doing? Are you done talking?
I'm not. I have internet.
Riverside doesn't like cats, apparently.
Apparently, man. Oh, now I'm blurry. But yeah, we have 2 in the basement, and then Holly just took in a pregnant mama cat,
Oh.
and she gave birth last night to 4 kittens. So
Oh.
had a-
Congratulations.
we don't really have much in the house, and now we're back.
Man. Back
So-
at it.
Yeah, I walked into one of the rooms downstairs, the room that the cat was in, and because I can't remember the the term that Holly was calling herself was a oh
So Holly's
I-
a doula.
internet. Yeah, she was calling herself a doula because first off, the cat's not down in the basement; it was up in one of our rooms.
It was up in
And
suite.
Yep, up in the suite. And she was playing birthing music for the cat. She was playing like calm, soothing birthing music. She made a bed
Dude.
on top of the bed and a bed underneath the bed just in case she wanted privacy. She was in there encouraging, like,
You had beds on top
water.
of beds. Had beds
Yeah,
under beds.
it was. She's a little extra.
Dude,
but
if only these cats realize how good they have it. This cat was
For
gonna
real.
give birth on the streets. Wound up in this resort.
yeah, it's. I think Holly. It's. I'm gonna fight it. But I think she wants to keep this mama cat.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how we've ended up with 2 of our 4 cats, is they were rescues. So
You're just cat people.
just cat people. Before we go any further, we'll backtrack, Cody. Just
We're
because I said we would.
We're gonna
How
take it
was
back.
How was your cruise?
I thought you never asked.
Honestly, I was thinking about it, and I was going to wait until the very end and be like, I told you we'll circle back, Cody. How was your cruise?
Let's get back on a cruise. It's all right. All right, moving on. I'm just kidding.
It's all right. You not 1, but 2.
I tell you, dude, it's gone by so fast. So yeah, our cruises were back to back. Like we're in the same waters. I think was mine the first one, and then you left the week after. Yeah. So our cruise was an 8-day one. So yeah, it was like 7 nights, I think. And so we went to the Southern Caribbean. So we got to check out Aruba. It was Aruba. Oh gosh, what was the It was the ABC Islands.
A, B,
Starts
C.
with a B because you have Aruba. Dang, I'm blanking. I can't remember what the B was. I'm gonna have to go to our fridge to check out our magnet. That's gonna bug me. But so
The Bermuda
Aruba, then
Triangle. I'm just kidding.
there's Aruba. Now I'm getting all mixed up. I'm just going through the Beach Boys song. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda. You know,
Free my soul. What?
you're different.
I know.
So it was Aruba. Man, that bugs me. It's the island next to Aruba. It starts with a B. And then our last stop was Turks and Caicos.
A lot more interesting and fun than ours, but continue.
So it was Aruba. Aruba was interesting. It was super windy. Aruba's one of their big thing is Eagle Beach, and that's one of like the top beaches in the world apparently. But because it's the top beach in the world, it was so busy. Like you couldn't really enjoy it because of the amount of people that were on it. It was so windy to where like the sand hurts your legs because it kicks, the wind kicks up the sand. So you just get sand blasted the whole time.
My worst nightmare.
Dude, it was intense. And the our cab driver was like late picking us up. Like it wasn't a great experience. So like I don't have like a need to go back to Aruba. Like if we find ourselves back in Aruba, I'll stay away from Eagle Beach if because it was just too packed and
All right, next
wasn't the
episode.
greatest.
Next episode, we're going to be in Aruba. Let's go.
Yeah, so I know where not to go. At least if we don't want to get like sandblasted and not be with a lot
I
of
have
different
no
people.
desire. No desire whatsoever.
Yeah.
Not even the slightest bit.
It's a shame. So I can't think of the next place, but it starts with a B, and because that was my favorite stop of the trip, and I can't even think of the name of the island.
Trying to think of my geography. I don't know what's down there.
Like it's not Bermuda, it's not Buenos Aires. It's
Circle back.
I'm thinking it's not Bimini, because that was the other cruise we went on.
All these exciting places, and I went to Nassau.
I hate that it's on the video. I'm gonna have like the name of the island's gonna be like in front of my face because I'll figure out. You know what? Google's at our fingertips, people.
Google it. Tell me.
It's gonna kill me. Bonaire. Jeez, dude. Bonaire. Don't care. Bonaire was beautiful, man. We went to this little beach bar, and it's on one of these coves where you can walk out like so far. It's a huge sandbar. It stays waist deep for like 50 yards at least. It's just beautiful, peaceful. Wasn't too busy, and so that was probably a highlight of the trip. Turks and Caicos wasn't all that exciting. It kind of had Nassau vibes with all the different vendors trying to get you to get stuff. Its big thing is the Margaritaville. Like they have a big Margaritaville with a pool and everything. So
That's how it
like
was.
its
Did
big
you go to Nassau?
So that was
You've never-
the next cruise.
Okay. Was
But,
it bigger than that Margaritaville?
So I didn't go to the Margaritaville in Nassau.
Oh. This is giant hotel, and it has like a giant pool and stuff in the back.
So when you get off the boat, is it like to the left or is it to the right?
To the right.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not thinking of Senior Frogs?
No.
I just don't remember seeing.
I don't think so. There was definitely a Margaritaville.
I just don't remember seeing Margaritaville. Stuff starts. I get stuff mixed up easily, so I don't know, but because I'm starting to second guess Turks and Caicos if it's Margaritaville or Senior Frog. That's the big pool and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's Margaritaville, but
All right, so yeah, here's the. It's right next to Junkanoo Beach. You can kind of see here. The beach is right here, and if I zoom in,
okay, so y'all went a little further. We just didn't go that far into the area. So like
probably a wise
That was our-
choice.
that was our first cruise. We did Aruba, Bonaire, and Turks and Caicos. And like 7 days might be a little long. Like we probably won't go that long of a cruise anymore.
You don't want to do a 30-day transatlantic?
Right. The boat was massive. It was, I think it's the cruise line's biggest boat right now. So there's just a lot of people, but you know, it was a pretty big boat, so you didn't feel it all the time. Overall, it was okay. But then we went on another cruise with like my wife's side, her parents, and that one was just a 5 night. We did Nassau, and we were supposed to go to Bimini, but because of weather, we had to go to Freeport, Bahamas. And so this cruise was in December, and I don't know if it was just bad luck, but the weather wasn't great. Like it was overcast the whole time, windy. It was kind of cold actually, like down in the Caribbean. Like it actually ended up raining in Nassau when we went, like off and on. So it wasn't like a complete wash. But Nassau wasn't what it was when I went after high school. Like that whole first shopping area, like that wasn't there back in 2014.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was completely new. So I kind of miss how it used to be instead of how it is now. Like the shops are cool, it's like clean and everything, but I feel like it takes away from like it being the Bahamas. I don't know.
It's just a tourist trap.
Yeah, yeah, trying to get you. But and we ended up going to Freeport instead of Bimini, which it was kind of a bummer. If we didn't find, we ended up going to like a resort off the port, like the immediate port. We went to this bar. It was really nice. Like not a lot of people went to it because the weather was really bad. Like the wind was just, it about blew everybody's huts down, like stuff. Those people that like those vendors, they're troopers for like trying to sell stuff. Cause like I wouldn't be out there trying to sell a souvenir, purse or hat or whatever. So we got our magnet still though, and we left for the beach. And that was probably the best part of the cruise. Like it was just chill. It never actually rained. I can't say I'd go back to Freeport just for that place, but it turned out being okay. But yeah, the weather was better. It would have been better. So I think we just got unlucky there. Because the ride back, it reminded me back of the Coast Guard days, like just the rolls, like
Puts you right to sleep.
like I slept pretty good. I probably woke up a couple times because like, man, like I know this is a big boat, but like it caught me off guard. I know, I think I'm trying to remember. I know we were up forward. Stacy. Jeez. Is he coming back? There he is. For the fifth time.
So stupid.
I can't remember what deck we were on, but we were up forward, so we were getting a lot of the rocking.
Yeah, we were on the 5th deck, which is still lower down there. So,
we had a balcony, so we were at least.
yeah, we didn't.
Third.
We just had an ocean view. We didn't want a balcony just because we had the baby and 2 other rambunctious
I don't blame you
children.
there. So yeah,
But,
like the cruises overall was still good. Like the food was really good. Um, Service probably wasn't as good as like the 7 day one, but I don't know. You know, you win some, you lose some. Get luck. Sometimes you don't. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that was my last cruise. Like I think we want to get a cruise together, so have a little
Stupid smart
all
cruise.
stop,
All stop.
all stop, stupid smart cruise.
Yes. Absolutely.
But yeah, so that's my cruise experience. You know, it was fun overall. I recommend it. Go cruising, people. But
So anyway, no, just kidding.
just yeah, do your research.
Yeah, there's a lot of different cruise lines out there. That's find what makes you happy. Essentially, it's definitely go on a cruise though. It's
That
worth it.
yeah,
It's worth it.
I think you should go on a cruise once in your life. Have that experience. It's stressful, but it pays off.
I would not mind doing a 30-day transatlantic. I'd do it.
I want to do my research. I'd really want to do a like a Mediterranean like cruise or one of those riverboat cruises in like Europe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But we might have talked about that in a previous episode, like our dream vacations or something.
I think we have maybe one of the first episodes, man.
Yeah, back in the day,
Back in the
back in
day.
the early days.
I know we took a long, uncalled for break, I guess you can call it. But our first episode was almost a year ago, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. It was like a hiatus.
Yikes.
So, yeah, we had these trips, and then it's just work schedules, trying to get used to.
Yeah, I started a new job, trying to get used to that schedule. I mean, when I started, I was getting back late, stuff like that too. I was tired, trying to get used to it. And then November, we all went to West Virginia.
Yeah.
Got a cabin. 4 different families. We're all in a cabin. It was at a ski resort. Unfortunately, the actual ski slopes was just all grass, no snow yet,
We got there right before the season started, pretty much.
which was fine. And the house was big; it met our needs. But I definitely didn't write a happy review when it asked me.
I'm glad you did a review. Like
I got an email about it, and so I did write one, and then it was like, do you want to write a message to the host? And so I did, and I was like, if you want to contact me, here's my number, and never heard anything.
Wow.
I will say they gave me 5 stars though, so that's something.
That's a 5-star review.
But no, there was a lot of bugs.
Dude, I've never seen. So yeah, like we got there at the same time. Y'all got there last. So like
We
the
did.
3 other families got there at the same time. And the amount of ladybugs. It was like a ladybug infestation. It was wild. I've never seen that many ladybugs. Like lights. There's the upstairs bunk room. Those things were all in the bunk beds. Like, it was. Luckily, they kind of started disappearing after we were there, so we had to be the first people there, and I don't know how long.
32 years.
It was an experience.
So there was that. There was it was really hot. They didn't really want you to turn the heat up or turn the AC down. Like you were kind of stuck with what it was at.
Yeah. That I don't know. Yeah, I can see it being a little. It's hard to judge when you got the 3 stories, and yeah, I don't know if the airflow was all that great. The layout. Number 6. Jeez. He's gone again. We're just rolling with it.
The water pressure was another thing. There's like
Yeah, it was a
there
little
was
spotty.
in half the house there was like no water pressure, like very low.
Yeah. Yeah. So we probably wouldn't go back to that specific house.
Oh, and I know the last thing. I know the last thing. It was the freaking parties happening next door, which wasn't the host's fault. But
That's our
my
timing.
God, bro.
Yeah.
So we were the middle cabin out of like what, 5 cabins?
More than that, I think.
Well, just right
like-
there on our little row. And
Sure,
it was we had the one night, it was peaceful, it was quiet, it was nice. And then the next night, it was a Friday night, I think. Every single one of those cabins was full, and it was some college.
Some college,
Just
yeah.
it was a mess.
Nothing. It was us surrounded by a bunch of college kids,
Yeah,
and they were partying like 24/7.
and we had a baby. You guys had a baby. You know, Tanner and Steph.
We were outnumbered once again.
Another toddler.
Kids.
So yeah, it was chaotic. It was entertaining watching them the next morning just puke off their balconies.
Yep. Yeah, that was a little rewarding. I will say it was cool. So
Watching. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, this place was a ski in, ski out, like condo, and so you're right on the slopes. So it was cool just being able to walk on the trails and stuff without there being snow. Like,
Yeah,
we had the cool, like, the flying ball thing that had, it's not remote control. I don't know how to explain it.
it's like it's a
UFO.
It's a
type?
ball that you turn on and it has a fan.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you throw it and the fan pushes it and it'll hover and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, little hover ball. This isn't the one, but Tiffany ended up getting me one for Christmas. So,
Hey.
but yeah. So it was cool being right on the slopes, just being able to kind of goof around and do a little exploring a little bit.
It was
Yeah.
it was cool. It was fun. We all got to get together, so it was good. Every family pitched in. Everyone did dinner one night. It was a good time.
Yeah, we all worked it out pretty good.
Kind of after that, it was Christmas.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holiday season. It's just
How was your holidays, Cody?
it was good, man. It was good.
That's
They go by, they go by fast, but got some good family time in. I mean, yeah, it's just fun seeing Taryn grow up, like get more and more excited about Christmas and Santa Claus and all that fun stuff. So this is the first year we did like milk and cookies, like, for Santa. So it was exciting.
It was cool because this year obviously was Shiloh's first like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Mhm.
But really, it was cool, but I'm more excited for this year, because his personality now.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's so fun. Like, she still doesn't like getting pictures with Santa Claus. So the cool thing about our cruise, kind of going back to the cruise real quick, being in December, is it was all decked out for Christmas. And so that was really fun. They had Santa Claus the last night. So the one time Taryn got her picture with Santa Claus, it was actually on the cruise. And so that was like real rewarding. Like, he was like up on their stage because they just got done with this like little musical they did. And at the end, Santa Claus comes out, and after the show, you can get pictures with him. And sure enough, she wanted to do it. And like, we waited in line, and that was the first time she got a picture with Santa Claus without just being scared, crying and stuff. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Gosh, blurry, like really blurry, unfocused.
We just
Dude, I'm a mess today.
what's going on over there? What in the
Focus
Lorcana is
back.
going on over there?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy a new webcam. There we go. Speaking of Lorcana, I actually
Prized
bought
possession right now.
a hard case for it.
Oh,
Here is my prized possession. It is an enchanted card, which is very, very rare in the land of Lorcana. And
sounds so magical.
right, dude, this thing, I love this art. Sisu it's my favorite, and I'm so happy I pulled this one.
What a nerd, man.
Shut your mouth. Where's yours? Where's yours?
Okay.
I'll pull another one tonight when I open my boxes. Don't you worry.
I hope you do. I hope you do.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm don't want to get back into the Lorcana topic, but I'm very, very, very excited for Chapter 3. It's about to change the game.
It's about to change the game.
It is.
Yeah.
So
Have
anyway,
some Lorcana content in the future.
we can.
But
We'll do we could do some YouTube videos and stuff like that of us
Yeah.
doing some virtual games, some TikTok lives. Follow our TikTok, get us to 1,000 so we can go live
Yeah, for real. On our own channel.
on our own channel. Right now it's just on mine. Um
But
So,
yeah,
yeah.
the holiday season is just it goes by so like just fast but yeah, the kiddos watching them go through it's fun and only gets more exciting, I think.
yeah,
I would hope.
I'm stoked. Yeah, the holidays went by and then we're back in January and you came over again, my dude. You came up. You said hello. Shisho turned 1.
The big
already, dude.
Uno.
That's crazy. It's mind-boggling, really. It's already been a year. Well, now it's been over a year, but
He's a stud, man.
these ladies, man.
I'm going to college soon.
He's spoken for already, so
Yeah.
already got an arranged stupid smart wedding. So
Gotta get him done. Gotta get it in writing.
yep, it's a binding contract. It's got to happen now, right?
They signed,
But yeah, that was cool because my sister came in, my brother came in. We actually flew my brother in and surprised my mom. That was her late Christmas present. And you guys came up, and it was just yeah, a lot of people. But fun times.
We partied it up. Partied it up.
Until you guys decided you guys were just going to get sick.
Hey, man. Tiffany and Terrence started it.
We went to Otherworld again. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that was your first time because you didn't care to join us after my wedding.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I had enough.
what was your thoughts on Otherworld?
It was in the title. I'd go back, like, especially if how you say they supposedly change it up every now and then. Like, I know.
So
it
I
hasn't
will
changed.
say, when we went,
Dude. It's all right.
I will say, when we went 2.5 years ago, and then we went back just recently, nothing has changed.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know if there's a way of knowing if it's going to change. Because, yeah, like, it's once you've seen it.
I swear they post that they're like new features and stuff like that, but no, everything's the same.
Really? Yeah.
from
So, it's
what
like,
I remember.
I personally don't see a point of going back before it changes, but I can see it being like a big photo op type thing, because
Yeah, it definitely is.
the rooms are so detailed and like just wild, and different themes. Like there's trippy ones, and there's just these cool mirror rooms and different all kinds of different themes. So I can see a lot of photo ops going on.
It was a fun time. Applebee's afterwards. Can never go
Which-
wrong with Applebee's until it did. It did go
Yeah.
wrong. At least from what we're thinking, it went wrong.
Yeah.
We're thinking that's what caused everyone to get sick. Well, everyone in your family to
That's
get
what's
sick.
tough. It's like only a part of their group got sick, so it's like I don't know where we picked it up from. It's a mystery. I'll probably never know.
The world may never know.
But probably won't have Applebee's for a little while. Just in case.
Those wonton tacos, though, my dude.
Maybe that's what I should have got. Maybe that's the
should've.
immunity thing. You
You
gotta
should
have
have
the
got those
wonton
wonton
tacos to
tacos.
flush your system out.
Yeah, those things. I need to learn how to make them. But yeah, I mean, we did Otherworld and we got back. We didn't really do much after that because we had the party the next day, and
So yeah, the one thing about going to Overworld, Otherworld is like it's a 2-hour drive, and
it was.
we left at 5 p.m. and so we didn't get back till like midnight that night. So the weekend went by quick. It was a fun weekend, but
It was.
It did go fast.
It was tough because like this job that I work, my body's used to going to bed around like 9 o'clock, and I was trying so hard to stay awake longer, and I would fall asleep so early. I did get to take you to your first Lorcana League night, so you kind of got to see what all that was about.
Got a taste of it, yeah.
And we played at the house, and it was cool because you got to play someone other than Tiff.
Yeah.
And lose. No, I'm just kidding. You did beat me a few games.
Probably a little bit more than a few, but
Hey, those stupid dwarves you got in your deck.
You're testing things out, so I don't blame you.
I will say, and this is kind of off topic, I went earlier to put my name on the list for the midnight release tonight, and I played a few games with my deck that had 72 cards in it.
Yeah.
And we laid everything out, and they helped me kind of thin it out a little bit and make some changes to it, and it's good. It's good. I think, for at least for now.
Okay.
I got a starter deck tournament tomorrow and a win-a-box tournament on Saturday, so it's a big Lorcana week.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, we'll get some games going up on here and figure out how to do it virtually and stuff, because it is a fun game.
It is.
It's very unique, and I feel like anybody can pick it up.
By the way,
oh yeah,
we were just talking about it earlier today. How you said they should make some Treasure Planet cards.
No, I said like because they are.
They are. I thought you were saying like, man, I really wish they would make some Treasure Planet cards.
I was saying I can't wait for Atlantis. Like once they get to the Atlantis IP platform, whatever you call it.
Yeah, Chapter 3 has a lot of DuckTales and a lot of Treasure Planet.
Gotcha.
From what I'm told, I mean the starter decks one's 101 Dalmatians. I don't know what else is in that one, and the other one's Moana and Donald Duck. So a lot of really good cards coming out, and so it's about to change the game. That's all I know.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down. But yeah, man, we had Shiloh's party, and you guys went home and left us. And,
and then we plan the next time.
Yep, and then I had an epiphany, and here we are.
When we lay it out like we did, it really wasn't that long ago.
It feels so long ago.
It does.
I mean,
just talking about all the trips back and forth.
It's been over 6 months, my dude.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, take you back. It takes you back a little bit of time.
Jeez. 6 months.
But yeah, man, we just lived such busy lives. Oh, in there, we went to Greenville a couple of times. Like we just went to Greenville, South Carolina last weekend.
Yeah.
And you were in West Virginia last weekend. Well, you were supposed to be in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
But this weekend I'm going to West Virginia again.
Yep.
Went on a ski trip. I think I got the title of this episode. It's going to be Vacations all we really wanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we got a lot of, good stuff planned.
We got
Coming up.
our schedules. We're back in it for the long haul. I think easy to say.
Don't jinx it.
Very easy to say. Hey, you know what?
See if my internet works. No, I'm just kidding.
Knock on wood. It's like Riverside's sign of like, all right, if you're gonna keep using us, you gotta start paying.
Yeah.
You gotta pay up.
I got all of my Hamilton Funkos up, man.
It's nice.
New shelves.
Nice.
Who dis? Like,
You're a new man.
because before they were just kind of all over the table. I got this nice little cool light from some weirdo. I got that from my sister. Like, dude, man,
Thanks.
we set up.
We got different vibes, that's for sure.
We do.
You got a kind of a futuristic kind of gamer vibe going on, and I got like a thrift shop going on.
Thrift shop. Oh my goodness. What do you at? You at a Goodwill? You at an antique store? What are you doing?
Just a little bit of everything. I'll get a setup one of these days.
You got a setup, man. That matches your aesthetic.
Oh, thanks.
Old and boring. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I like the cameras up top,
Appreciate it.
But yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of all we've been up to.
I think that's a good recap.
Little things here and there. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned coming up. A lot of good stuff. Gonna have some interviews coming up, and yeah,
Doing some different things, trying some things out.
you let us know your thoughts. You can follow us on TikTok. You can message us. Instagram, Facebook. We're on it all.
We're out there, people.
Just follow us, Stupid Smart Studios, and
You can
let us
find
know
our podcast on all major platforms.
Yeah, listen to us anywhere you get your podcast from. And yeah, we're just lucky.
We appreciate y'all. and he's out. You didn't even say goodbye.
This has never happened before.
This is crazy. This is trying to get us to stop.
This is
I'm
mind-boggling.
not gonna listen.
I've even upped my internet. I'm at 1 gig now because it just became available at my house. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
It's raining outside, so maybe it's that. But I'm also on a fiber network, so.
Excuse me, sorry. We can see. Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Who knows?
Weather.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening, and we will catch you next week.
See y'all next time.
Till next time.